Hi, Allie, it's John. I wanted to try something since our meeting got canceled because of the delayed start. I wanted to see if I could send this video to you and walk through what I had in mind. Certainly, if you want to meet face to face, we can do that, but I thought I would give it a shot. This might help you. So, the idea that we had for checking in for peer tutoring was to both create groups of the tutor-tutee pairings so that they could add to a discussion, so then create forums where they check in. That would give it the timestamp. It is a little bit extra work for them to do. They have to log into Moodle, they have to have a computer, all that stuff we talked about. But it's worth a try, I think. So the two things you have to do, first you have to, and this is stuff that you would do, is you have to create the groups. So in order to do that, you come to your class. This is just a practice class I have called the Sandbox. I've created a block here for peer tutoring, and it would basically be all you have in your course, unless you wanted to add more stuff, but let's keep it simple for now, I guess. Over in the administration box, and yours might not be right here, but look for administration and find groups. We want to create the tutor-tutee pairings. So when I click on groups, you can see I don't have any. So I'm going to start by, third one down is create group. And I would keep it simple, keep the names of the people involved, and I'm going to say that I have some people in this course that I use, Milks, Eckstein, and they are going to learn or study calculus. I can't spell. There we go. Calculus. They're finally going to learn calculus. I think that's all you need. You don't probably need a description. I don't think you need an enrollment key. Nobody's really going to join these things for what you're doing. And just click Save Changes. So I've created a group, but as you can see, there are no members, and so I want to click Add Remove Members. And obviously I want Scott and Britta. So if I just hit Control, I can click as many people as I want. And so I click the two and click Add. And that's it. They're in. Back to groups. I'm going to create another group just so that we can see two things happening. And this is going to be the awkward name of Christy and Thurl. And they're studying Spanish 4, I think he teaches, or something like that. Again, same thing. I'm just going to hit Save Changes. I need to add people to the group. So I come over here, just highlight the people I want, add, and they're in. Alright, so you would do that for every pairing you have, and you can change it. You can delete groups, you can edit the groups, you can do all sorts of things. You can change who's in it, add, remove users, obviously. So that would be your pairings. Okay, so now back to the course. The groups are obvious when you're looking at it. But now we want to add the forum, and I think we can do it with just one forum for you to check in. The forums are actually pretty flexible in what you can do, and that's good and bad. One, it's good because, well, you can do more. The hard part for me that I have is choosing, well, which one's best. So I'm going to go with what I think would be best. So click Turn on Editing. And then within this peer tutoring box, I need to add an activity. And that's Advanced Forum. So click on that. There's some layers to the forums that make it a little awkward, but I'm going to title it that this will be Peer Tutoring Check-In. Okay? And I'm going to be real specific here. Use this space to check in when you meet. I don't know. However you want to word that, you could word that probably a little bit better. The key here now is that as I scroll down, I don't need to change anything, or you don't need to change anything, I think, except for the very bottom, in the common module settings, the group mode. There's 3 modes. There's no groups, and that means that everybody can see and participate in the discussion. There is separate groups, That means that only the people within the group that you designate can see or participate. They're the only ones who have access to that discussion. Or there's visible groups where everybody can see it, but only those in the group involved can actually participate in the discussion. You want separate groups. Now, this available for only group members, honestly, I'm not sure exactly what it does. I haven't played around with it too much, but I think check it. And then you want to hit Save and Display. So this is going to be the place they check in. Now, as you work through it, and you'll have to do this ahead of time, you only need this one forum, but you can create different discussion topics, that is, different check-in areas for each group. So here's how that would work. Up in the separate groups in the upper left, it says right now, all participants. So if I click Add a new discussion topic, everybody enrolled in this course will be able to see and participate in that. But if I click one on the drop-down menu and I click on, let's say, Christy and Thurl, now you can see that's highlighted. When I click Add a new discussion topic, and let's say that I say excuse me, Christy, Thurl, check-in. I would be a little more specific, peer tutoring check-in, but don't get too crazy. And click your message. When you meet, please hit, you want to tell them to hit reply, and I don't know, type in or add the time, place, and topic covered. So you can be as detailed as you want there. And very simply come on down and hit Post to Forum. Continue. Now we have our first check-in. Now what they'll do is when they come, I'm going to go ahead and pretend that I'm checking in. They'll hit check-in. They'll go to their discussion. It'll be the only one they can see. And hit reply. And they might just be, you know, they're teenagers, so they'll probably just do, oh, third period. Excuse me again, January 23rd, and we covered, what are we talking, Spanish? I don't know. Conjugation. I have no idea. Doesn't matter. Okay, and then post to forum, so they'll do that. And what you'll see when you come here is this. So here's your original post, and then they'll just start typing in what they did and what they covered. Now notice that just because they type in they met on January 23rd, that doesn't mean they did. This will be the actual time and place, or time, excuse me, and date they checked in. And so if they decide, you know, I could have typed in here, oh, we met on the 12th. We were supposed to meet, so let's get it in there. But the timestamp is there, so they can't really fake it. All right, so that's how Christy and Christy, I guess, would check in. But now I need one for Britta and Scott. So what I do is I click up here again, and I click Milks Eckstein, add a new discussion topic. Notice that one disappeared because these two can't see it. Add a new discussion topic. And I would just copy and paste the same thing other than the name. Milks Eckstein check-in. And then, oh, sorry, I'm not going to, well. And then add the, oh, sorry, hit reply. Sorry, I'm going quick. So, you know, the same thing that you were doing, and add the, okay, and they post it. Okay. Now, they can check in here. They would do the exact same thing. As the instructor, you can actually see all the discussions, and there they are. But notice here that the groups, and it would be important, I guess, to make sure they pair up, the groups are there. You may or may not want to be subscribed to this because there are going to be multiple things, multiple people meeting. If you are subscribed, then this means that me, John Freer, is subscribed to this, that I would get emails every time they posted. And with, you could just check in if you want once a day, or you could get emails. Either way. So that's what we had in mind. Like I say, if you want to meet face to face to go over it again, or to hash out some other ideas, let me know. There are some alternatives on how to do the forums back in the sandbox. You could create an individual forum for each one, so they would go right to it, and then the process would basically be the same. This just adds one extra click for them, so I don't know if that's really worth it. And remember, when they come in here, they'll only see the topics that are open to all participants or to the specific group they've been assigned. All right, so that's it. Let me know if you have any questions, and like I say, again, if you want to meet, we can.